Tadagati Shima, His Divine Grace, Shila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Dandi Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Iskan Pandavacharya Shri Ki Jai. Patita Pavana Save the Fallen Soul, Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnu Pandaram Hamazapati Vijakacharya Astadadadashi Shima. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Kori Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Ramsaka Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasaki Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Dori Dham Ki Jai. Yaganath Bali Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Jamana Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Nidhi Ki Jai. Tulsi Nidhi Ki Jai. Samadhita Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Gaura Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vaishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Name. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishayam Shushunyavari Paschamshit Vishata. Is there a particular verse tonight? I was given this verse here, 37:11.
We reached 38.
We're on 38, okay. So, tonight we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, the Universal Form, text number 38. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Tvam Adideva Purusha Parana Tvam Asya Vishvashya Param Niranam Veta Asi Veyam Sha Param Sha Dhamma Maya Tatam Vishvam Ananta Rupam Tvam Adideva Purusha Paranas Tvamasya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam. That's it's not, no one has the verse. Okay. It becomes Shruti-dhara. Vetasi Velyam Chaparam Shadama. Vetasi Velyam Chaparam Shadama. Tvayatatam Vishvamananta Rupa. Tvayatatam Vishvamananta Rupa. Tvam Adideva Purusha Puranas. Tvamadeva Purusha Puranas. Tvamasya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam.
Tvamasya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam.
Vetas Vitasi Vedyam Chaparam Chadama
Vitasi Vedyam Javaram Chadharma
Gayatatam Vishvamananta Rupam
Tvayatatam Vishvam Ananta Rupa
Tvam You Adideva
Adideva,
the original Supreme God,
the original Supreme God,
Purusha,
personality,
Purana,
Purana,
Tvam, you, Asya, of this, Vishvasya, universe, Param, transcendental, Nidhanam, refuge, Beta, the knower, Asi, you are, Vedyam, the knowable, Cha, and Param, transcendental, Cha, and Dhamma, refuge, Raya, by you, Tatam, pervaded, Vishvam, the universe, Ananda Rupa, O unlimited form. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada, the deliverer of the whole universe. You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Everything is resting on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, He is the ultimate rest. Nidhanam means that everything, even the Brahman effulgence, rests on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is the knower of everything that is happening in this world, and if knowledge has any end, He is the end of all knowledge. Therefore, He is known as the known and the knowable. He is the object of knowledge because He is all-pervading, because He is the cause in the spiritual world. He is transcendental. He is also the chief personality in the transcendental world. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radha Prakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahana Bhagavatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Varijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vaistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Prashanta Deshatarine. This is really chock full of amazing concepts. Wow. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. That's amazing. Just like Ramaji says, Ananta Rupam, your form is endless. So Krishna actually includes everything. There's nothing outside of Krishna. So therefore, He knows everything, and He is all that is knowable also at the same time. It's quite amazing. The same concept Ananta Rupa is given here as in the Brahma Samhita. Advaitam achyutam anadam prarupam. It's the same thing. Advaita means without a second. He has no competitor. He's the supreme without any. No, there's no second person who's competing with him at the top position. He's one without a second. He's without a second. Advaita. Advaitam achyutam. His form does not decay. Advaitam achyutam ananta rupam. His form is endless. It means Krishna actually encompasses everything. You may say, well, how is that possible? I mean, there's Krishna and there's the manifestation from Krishna. Everything's come from him. You see, because it's all come from him, it's not different from him. Of course, we don't want to get into the Mayavadi conception. The subtle distinction is described by another description of Brahmaji. Ekapyasa rashayitam jagananda kotim. He says that he is an undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between the potency and the possessor thereof. In his work of creation of the unlimited worlds, his potency remains inseparable. All the universes exist in him, and he is present in each and every one of the atoms that are scattered throughout all the universes at one and the same time. Such is the primeval Lord whom I adore. As we were driving here tonight, I was meditating on this word adore, which has been used by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. It's a really amazing word, the word adore. We use, love is a normal word. I love you. I adore you. That's even stronger than love. If you adore someone, you're just absolutely, completely enamored with that person. I adore you. Is that the position of the devotee? He adores Krishna. He doesn't just love Krishna, he adores Krishna. He's mad after Krishna. It's like Lord Chaitanya, he was mad after Krishna. That's the perfection, you see, when we become mad after Krishna. He's mad after Krishna. That's our perfection. That if we forget Krishna even for a moment, it is death. We'll feel it is death if we forget Krishna even for 1 minute. This is nicely described by our mother, Radharani, Mother Radharani. This verse is a very wonderful shloka. It's in CC Ansha 1759. I recommend this verse. It's one of those choicest nectars of the CC. Manamora vamadina jalavina yenamina. Krishna vina shane mariyaya. Madhurya hasavadane mananetara sayane. Krishna Trishna Dvigona Vadaya. Manamora Vamadina. Manamora, my mind, you see, Vamadina. If my impoverished mind does not think of Krishna even for a moment, then Jala Vina Yena Mina. Jala is water, Yena as if, or as. Jala Mina, fish, Yena. See, Jala Vina, without, Jala Vina Yena Mina, fish out of the water. So if my impoverished mind does not think of Krishna even for a moment, I'm just like a fish out of the water. Radharani said. And then she says, Madhura Hashavadane. But if I see Krishna's sweetly smiling face, Madhurya, sweet, vadane, madhura hasya vadane, mananetra, my mind and my eyes, rasayane, become very, very pleased, you see. Then Krishna Trishna, you know what Trishna means? It means thirst. Krishna Trishna. My thirst for Krishna immediately doubles. And I'm just thinking about that, wow, every time Radharani looks at Krishna, her thirst for Krishna doubles. Now, how many times has Radharani looked at Krishna in the last band of eternity? Every time she looked at him, her thirst, her Krishna Trishna, it doubled. Wow. That means, 2 times her thirst, 4 times, 8 times, 16 times, 32 times. It just goes into infinity. And actually she has an infinite thirst for Krishna, which keeps, even though it's infinite, it keeps expanding even more. She has an infinite thirst, an unlimited thirst for Krishna. You ever been really thirsty, like right at the end of Nirjala Ekadasi, you're just like dying for water. When can I break this fast, Thirst, you see. An intense hankering, you see. But Radharani, she has that intense hankering for Krishna. You see. And it keeps becoming more intense, and every time she looks at him, she gets more and more. It's not that her thirst becomes satiated, you see. Every time she looks at Krishna, she becomes more thirsty for Krishna. This person has got to be amazing, that's all I can say, I mean, even if he wasn't God, he would be very amazing. Really. And with all the other things, he's also God to boot. He's also God, and along with all his other qualities, he's God. He's the source of everything. Absolutely amazing person. I mean, if you start to study his qualities, there's no end, there's absolutely no end. You start to study the qualities of Krishna. It's just a small sample. You're the ultimate sanctuary. Is this? Now, it's interesting. You can study the word for word. You can study the verse and the purport. You see, the word for word says refuge. The verse says, I see it. There's refuge. You knit it down, refuge. Is sanctuary. Refuge and sanctuary are synonymous terms. That's what I was seeing. In Christianity, the temple, we call the temple room, they call it the sanctuary. A place where you can go and take shelter. So that's a very nice word, the sanctuary. Krishna is the ultimate sanctuary. Supreme refuge. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. The subtleties of the Achinsya Veda philosophy are quite interesting, actually. Prabhupada has sometimes described it in very interesting ways. And one time he says, there is nothing but Krishna. There is nothing but Krishna. But nothing is Krishna, except for his original primeval personality. That's the Achinsya Veda in a very wonderful nutshell. There is nothing but Krishna, but yet nothing is Krishna, save and except his original primeval personality. So how does that work? I mean, how can Krishna be everything and not be everything at the same time? Well, it's all his expanded energy, so it's all him in one sense. But it's his separated energy, you see. He has his integrated expansions and his separated expansions. We are called separated expansions, you see. Tatastha Shakti. We have We have a nature to go either towards the spiritual or the material world. We have a dual nature. Why do we have that? Why do we have that tatastha nature? That's so that love can exist. If you don't have a choice to love Krishna, then how you can really love him? If you're just a programmed robot, how you can love him? It's not possible. Love only can exist when you have the choice to love or not to love. Then love is real. One who is programmed to love, he's called robot. So Krishna doesn't want robots as devotees. So he has manifested the jivas with a tatastha nature that they can choose one way or the other. You see. They can go to matter or spirit, whatever they like. They have a choice. So that he can actually enjoy that, he can actually have loving exchange with that person. It's very interesting for Krishna. When you can love him or not love him, you see. It's interesting for him now. It's like you can get you can get a robot dog, you see. He barks, he wags his tail, but he doesn't pass stool, you see. You get a robot dog, you get a real dog. What's more? The real dog is better because, he has feelings, he can reciprocate with you in different ways. So Krishna doesn't want robots, he wants jivas who have the free will to love him and to leave him. Then it becomes very nice when they choose to love him. It becomes very sweet for Krishna. He's the end of all knowledge. Vedanta krit veda vid eva chaham. Krishna says in the Vedas, and in Bhagavad Gita, I mean to say, of course that is also Vedas, 15, he says, by all the Vedas I am to be known. That means ultimately the end of all Vedic knowledge, which is Vedanta, literally. The final conclusion of all Vedic knowledge is Krishna. Now it's easy to get sidetracked by the Vedas, because there's so many prescriptions for various types of persons who want to enjoy this material existence, how they can enjoy life in a regulated way. Even how they can eat meat in a regulated way is given in the Vedas. Offering a goat to Goddess Kali in the dirt and the night, whispering a mantra in the goat's ear. I'm killing you, and now you can kill me and eat me in the next life. What kind of fool would want to eat meat at the end? If that was the case, I'm going to become a goat in my next life, and this goat will become a human, he'll slaughter me and eat me in the same way I'm slaughtering him. Who would want to eat meat? Or if somebody is crazy enough, no, I have to eat meat, then they can follow that injunction. So the Vedas have so many injunctions for people who are materialistically minded. But Krishna warns us that, therefore, Krishna warns us in the Bhagavad Gita not to be disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas. The descriptions of how you can achieve the heavenly planets, where the pleasures are 1,000 times greater than this planet. You can go to the heaven and drink somarasa wine, divine elixir, which gives you, doesn't rot your liver like liquor does here. It gives you increased longevity, increased intelligence, and increased power for sense enjoyment. Somarasa. You go to the somarasa, you can go to the heavenly planets and make somarasa loka. Go to the heavenly planets and make somarasa. But what's the good of it? You're still going to die. Abrahma bhuvana loka punaravartina arjuna. Mamu pachirakaunteya punar janmana vidyate. And from the highest planet in this material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth, death, and death take place. But when it pertains to my abode, O son of Kunti, Punar Janma Na Vidyate. Again, Punar, not, Janma, birth, Vidyate, takes. Again, not, birth takes. Sanskrit is usually the backwards from in English. I don't know about your language, but in English language, Sanskrit is usually backwards. When I studied Sanskrit, we had to learn how to kind of look at it from the other direction. It's kind of backwards from... Or English is actually... Sanskrit is not backwards, English is backwards. That's the proper understanding. Vrindavanam parijja lapada ekam gachati. That's one of the nice... That's a very nice Sanskrit sentence to study. Vrindavanam parijja. Vrindavanam abandoning. Not 1 foot he goes. Literally. Vrindavanam parijja lapada ekam gachati. Krishna never sets even 1 foot outside of Vrindavan.